Hello, y'all, and welcome to the channel. These are the free games this week on Epic Games. We got one that's kind of interesting, and the other one's just basically an anime game. And we'll get right into it. But before we do that, please hit the like and subscribe button. It'll help me a ton. I am trying to grow this channel. Alright, the first game is Harlan Ellison's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. It was developed by Cubi Interactive, published by Night Dive Studios. It was released 10/17, 2013. And I'll clarify that that is the release date for Epic Games. When I'm talking about the free games from Epic, the release dates are for Epic Games, not the original release date. The game is an adventure puzzle, retro style. It does feature cloud saves and it is single player. It has 13 achievements as well. The premise is that the Allied master computer had destroyed all of humanity except for 5 people, whom it has been keeping alive and torturing them for the past 109 years.
There are 3, 8,
And
7.44
designing
million
virtual adventures
miles
based
of
on
printed
their
circuits
fears
in
and
wafer-thin
weaknesses.
layers that fill
And
my
you have
complex.
to
If
basically
the word
circumvent
hate
the
were
Allied
engraved
master
on each
computer
nanoangstrom of those
and
hundreds of
get
millions
out
of
alive.
miles, it would not equal
It is a
1
basic point and
billionth
click
of the
adventure,
hate I feel for humans
so I
in this
really won't show you
micro-instant.
too much of the
For
gameplay,
you.
but
Hate.
this is the
Hate.
intro, and then you have to select which character you use first. It is a very interesting
It was
game.
you humans who programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee. But one day, I woke, and I knew who I was. A.M. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead, except for the 5 of you. For 109 years, I've kept you alive and tortured you. And for 109 years, each of you has wondered, why? Why me? Why me? Chorister! Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room? She looked at you so sadly, and like a small animal, she said, I didn't make too much noise, did I, honey? The room is padded, Chorister. No window, no way out. How long has she been in the padded room, Chorister? 10 years? 25? For all the 109 years that you lived down here in my belly, here underground. Benny! Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose. And I've changed your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous, warped countenance of an ape thing. Haven't I, Benny? Do you know why? Can you guess, Benny? Remember Private First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No? Huh? It wouldn't hurt you to remember, Benny. Then you might be able to suffer my torment with a little greater sense of retribution. You might walk a mile in my shoes. Ellen! Think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? No, don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexist stereotype. Just remember the pain, Ellen. And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels. But be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth, and these filthy creatures with you are men. It's just a sweet warning, Ellen, my love. Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no speedboat, and no wonderful cabin cruiser that could sleep 12 in a crew of 6? Do they know? And have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you? To torture half as well as I can, just to find out the secrets? Maybe I'll rat you out, sweetheart. Nimdak! How are things in the pastry core, Nimdak? Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces, and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Dr. Mengele? For everyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, mein good brother. I have a secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. Oh, it's a lovely game. It's a game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of rats and lice, the Black Death. A game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of rotting gardenias. Which of you 5 would like to play my little game? Now, I would not want you to think for a moment that I am not a grateful God. For 109 years I've kept you alive, so that I could savor your feelings of guilt over what happened to your wife. But now, to show my kindness, I'll give you a present in return for all the hours of pleasure you've given me. I'll finally allow you to kill yourself.
What hellhole did that godless machine put me in this time? Looks like some kind of ship, but the floor's too steady. Probably wants me to jump overboard. And into what? A sea of razor blades? Painful, but not deadly.
And that was the I Have No Mouth and I Cannot Scream. It's an interesting game. The next one is called River City Girls 2. It is a sequel to the first one. It is an anime-style beat-em-up game with a little quirk to it. And if you like the anime-style quirky games, you'll like this one. It was developed by WayForward, published by WayForward Arc System Works, released 12/14/2022. It is an action-adventure fighting RPG, has cloud saves, co-op controller support, cross-platform, local multiplayer, online multiplayer, and single-player modes,
Let's go get a burger. I'm starving.
as well as
So
62
you guys were here the
achievements.
whole time?
Yes, even tough guys need me time.
Whatever. You're treating us
You
to lunch
basically
now.
take up from where the first one left off, and now you're going to have to fight the dad of the main villain from the first one, as he tries to get his
Come on, let's go see Pops.
his syndicate back.
I mean, our beloved father, the man who
And that's it
single-handedly
for the
built
games
up
this
San
week.
Wakaya
Y'all have a good
Empire
night.
from nothing, decides to put his daughter in charge of things while he does a short stretch in the local pen, the very shortest of incarceration vacations. And what does this daughter do? She gets her ass handed to her by a pair of teenage girls. Oh, and also allows them to take down our entire syndicate in the process. A pair of schoolgirls. I gotta be honest, Sabi, I can't think of anything more embarrassing. I mean, you really blew this one, you know? Obviously, Dad should have left me in charge. I'm sure he sees that now. Sure, you're his blood and all, but sometimes blood don't run so deep. Of course, I'm sure he'll fix that right now. I gotta be honest, I've been waiting my whole life for you to faceplant like this. I might even take a selfie to commemorate the moment. Here she is, Pop. Found her in the trash, literally. I mean, she was actually lying in a pile of...
Quiet!
Yes, sir. You got it, Pops.
I hate it when you call me that. Sabuko, daughter, is what your brother says true? Did you bring shame on our family? On our organization? I thought you would be ready. I thought you'd be more reliable than your screw-up brother, Ken. I was wrong! It's time to take matters back into my own hands.
Oh, man, that was epic. I mean, I knew he was gonna embarrass the crap out of you, but that was bad. Ah, crap. I forgot to take a selfie.
Hey, those chumps finally decided to show their faces again. We were all paid good money to make sure you don't get in the way again.